Oh, what's going on, people? It's been a little while. Well, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. I say that a lot before I really think about how long it's actually been. But I can say that it feels like it's been a while on account of this past weekend feeling like it was fairly long, and today felt super long. So I don't know how many of you guys kind of keep up with the whole Instagram thing or whatever, but maybe you saw that I ran off to Japan for a couple days to go to a wrestling thing. New Japan Pro Wrestling. What was it? Power Struggle 2019, right? So pretty good all together. I was very content with it. I had to pay resale, actually. I don't really like doing that, but every so often you have to, right? I have pretty much avoided it on the whole shoe thing, but you know, these real life things, you want to experience things, and sometimes stuff is sold out, which is where the resale comes in. So you do it. And I looked online before when I was looking for a ticket, like authorized ticket places, kind of like StubHub and things like that. Couldn't find any, but I saw various blogs saying be careful because if you buy tickets from random resellers in Japan, they're probably from like the Yakuza. I didn't care. I was like, you know what? I'll take my chances. You know what I'm saying? And I did, and it all worked out pretty well. I mean, the seats weren't the best. I was like right above like the entrance thing, so I couldn't see the entrance stuff happening. But still being there, I actually had a really good view of the ring, so can't really complain. Then did the whole, the aquarium and the Universal Studios thing the next day. Super expensive. But overall, like the main part of the trip was like, it cost like 2 pairs of shoes, right? Like the tickets to Japan was probably about as much as like your average Jordan release, like a 12, so about $190. And then the ticket to the, or not the ticket, but staying in the Airbnb was about the price of like your average one, so around $160. And then the ticket itself to the event on account of the whole resale thing came out to, I want to say like $70 or something. But yeah, because I kind of haggled the guy down a little bit. At first I wasn't really trying to, I was just like completely confused as to what was happening. He's like, how about this? And I'm like, I don't know, how much, what is that? What does that mean? And I'm like trying to pull out my phone to like do some conversions. He's like, okay, how about this? And I'm like, let me see. He's like, okay. And then he went down further. Had I been paying attention and thought about it more, I probably could have been like, how about this? And he probably would have done it. But at the end, I didn't really care a whole lot. It still came down to less than I was thinking I would have to pay. So I'm good. And then I came back here to, not here to Seoul. I don't live in Seoul, but I was in Seoul doing some walking around, figured I'd see what's going on. And that's where this box comes in. I saw something in some stores back in Japan, and I was wondering if maybe the stores here would have it so I could pick it up. Well, they didn't have it, but they kind of did. They just had it in a different color. So, actually, you know what? That reminds me. I need to cut away for a second. I'm going to need another pair of shoes. Give me a minute. Okay, for that to be all boxes, it's actually pretty well organized. Maybe you saw this package over here, these Nabisco animal crackers. Yeah, I'm sponsored now. Actually, I'm not. I just do some fat boy things when the cameras aren't rolling. It's stuff I don't talk about. Anyway, so let's get into this box, shall we? So, these came from the Nike store in Itaewon. If you want to look at the receipt there, let's see, there's the prices down at the bottom there. So originally they were 209,000 won, which comes out to 180 or something like that. And then they were dropped down on account of a 10% off thing to 188, which put them at 160. So not a bad deal, especially considering that I was able to get these right on the spot. And so if you want to look at the side of the box, there you go. There's some information for you. But if you don't read it, that's fine. I'm going to go over the shoe in just a moment because that's how things work around here. So let's get into this, shall we? You've waited long enough. I've waited long enough. Okay, man, these are nice. These are very nice, actually. Alright, let's pull out the other one real quick too, make sure everything's on the up and up. I didn't look at them in the stores, but it's fine. I trust those guys. I've dealt with them a couple of times in the past. So, let's get these shoelaces out of the way though. Make sure everything's looking good on both pairs. It seems that they are. Minor little scuff there, not a huge deal. It's on the inside. Anyway, so, that being that, it looks like it is time. What was this? Oh yeah, one of the things there's no price tag on the side of those like a lot of people would be used to seeing, because when you buy shoes overseas, like generally like it's dollar amounts, right? And not everywhere uses the dollar, so not there. Anyways, now that that's all out of the way, the shoes are out of the boxes are off to the side more or less. That means it's review time, people, on this right here. This is an Air Max 97 Utility, right? And some kind of Volton gray colorway. What does that say? That says Thunder Gray Electric Green. That was pretty close, right? So anyways, these, I had seen a pair online and they were kind of like an orangish color. Maybe if I'm not too lazy, I'll pop up a picture or something. I'd seen those online. I saw them once in person while I was in Japan. I was thinking, man, these are pretty nice. But I'm going to hold off until I get back and can go through Seoul because I'm trying to get that discount, you know? Like, if you can save some money, right? So that's how I live, you know? That's why I'm able to buy as many shoes as I have. If you watched my, third quarter pickup video, you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's a lot of shoes and they're paid retail for like 3 of them. The Yeezys. Anyways, back to things that are important right now. So this right here, right? The thing that caught me was that I like gray and Volt colored Air Maxes. I do. Like, I've got, I don't know how many pairs I have, but just in different models, you know. It's one of the things that just really draws my attention in. But the other pair, like I said, it was kind of like an orangish color and it just looked pretty cool. But then I saw these and I'm like, which one do I really want, you know? And I don't know that there's a bad choice necessarily. And honestly, like, depending on how these work out, like, I'm probably gonna end up with both anyway, because why not, you know? Anyway, so let's look at these. You know, do the whole thing, you know, bottom to top and all that stuff. Got a little glue on the side here or something. That's not a huge deal though. So, bottom first, right there. Nice little loud sole, nothing too crazy. But I do like the little, because this is a utility, right? So it's kind of made for a little more of a rugged sort of thing. You know, got that whole thing going on. So let's compare these to a standard Air Max 97. One that's in a very similar color actually, because I saw these and actually when I saw these in the store, I thought, I was like, don't I have those in a different thing? I was thinking about these, slightly different, but standard Air Max 97 sole looks like that, right? This one, slightly different, as you can kind of see. Let's pull these up here, give you a little comparison. So see what I'm saying? Like the utility over here, the standard over here. This one's got just your typical traction, nothing crazy. But this one's kind of going all out, you know what I'm saying? It's just trying to do a little bit more because, hey, it's a utility. And this actually says Wntr Utility on the bottom, but we'll get into that in a moment. So I do like the gray on here that they have. Then coming up here back to the midsole, typical thing you'd expect on an Air Max 97, right? The bubbles all lined out through the bottom there, very nice. I really like that green in there. Moving past that onto the upper, this is where things are, you know, just a little different than your standard 97 anyway. So, because these are ultras, so they're already their own thing. I think the only other 97s I have here are the Have a Nike Days, and those are also not your standards. But anyways, around here, this, I'm not sure what this material is, but it's feeling like, it feels like, I don't know, almost like a basketball. You know, you can kind of look at that. It's got this pretty tough, rugged feel, like it's this really nice, not nice, like soft, but really good, durable leather or something down here. And that's actually what it might be. And then past that, the rest of the upper, like the normal 97, like the wavy style. And I'm going to assume that these are 3M. I haven't really taken them out and looked at them. Honestly, I bought these and then I just came home, threw them to the side and figured I'll just do this review tomorrow. So this is the first time I'm really looking at them. But yeah, so this should be 3M up here. And it's also like a really nice feel that almost feels like nylon with a little bit of mesh. So the darker gray is the part that feels meshish and the other part feels nylon, the lighter gray. And then moving past that, also you got you can see that, whatever they call that green. It was electric green. You got the electric green swooshes in there. And like I said, a little bit of a blemish on the side. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but not a huge deal to me. And then past that, The sock liner, nothing fancy about that, just, you know, like normal light gray inside with that Volt color going on there, or electric green as they say. And these little shoe care cards that they tend to put on shoes around here, you know? I don't see these in anywhere else, but I guess for whatever reason, maybe that's, I don't know if it's only here, because I never really bought any shoes when I lived in the UK. So if you're a UK person, you'd like to chime in on if you guys' shoes come with these, please do. I am actually pretty curious about that. And then anyways, past that, onto the tongue. Well, that's feeling very plush, actually. Very plush. So that's a nice touch. Yeah, and then one of the things that I like a lot about the 97s is the way the laces are in there. So you look at those, it's almost like it's kind of hidden a lot, except for like the main part that runs parallel to the ground or whatever. But that part is fine. But I just kind of like how the laces, when you just look at the shoe, you don't really see a whole lot going on there. I don't know why, but it's just a cool thing to me. And then, do those have it? Yeah. So then you have this little pull tab here, and that says Air Max Wntr Utility, Durable Traction Visibility. You can kind of see that maybe on the back there, if this focus is right. I don't know if it's coming out, but hopefully you saw it. If you didn't really miss a lot, honestly. But yeah, so like I said, I saw these, and I really debated it for a minute, because I was like, don't I have a shoe that looks exactly like this almost? Not that that stopped me in the past, obviously, but I had to do some digging because these I've never even worn, but I did them with a review of those Reptile Air Max Pluses. But yeah, so these and these, I was thinking, like, do I need both? And looking at them side by side now, I can give you guys a little shot here. Yeah, they are similar, but they are also different just enough for me, or maybe I'm just telling myself that. Weigh in the comments if you have some thoughts on it. But anyway, so I haven't worn a pair of 97s in a bit. It's been, I don't think I've worn a pair of 97s since I've been here. I've worn some 97 pluses. Those are different, obviously. So I'm gonna have to put these on, give you guys my thoughts. So that means I'm gonna have to cut away, but it's fine. It's worth it. Give me a second. All right, cool. All right, and just like that, all that is done. So let's, you know what, I'm going to talk for a second. So let's get those videos in here now, so you at least have something to look at if you don't want to completely listen to me. So here's the thing. I like 97s like a lot. I do. The model just, it looks really cool to me. But I don't see a lot of 97s that I want. So that's kind of like the weird thing. I mean, they put out a lot of colors, so I can't say they're not trying or whatever, but I just look at a lot of them and it's like, no, I don't think so. But yeah, so hopefully I get some more of these, because I mean, and I can. It's not like it's gonna be that hard or whatever. Because after wearing these for a second, like, these are nice. They are. So now we're getting into the sizing thing. So here's the thing, right? These right here. I bought these in a 9, as a lot of you saw, if you didn't skip past that part anyway, because that's the size that I buy, and these fit perfectly, like perfectly. Even with like the extra winterized upper, you know, it didn't really seem to throw anything off in my eyes, you know. And one thing I will say also while I'm on that subject, if you are looking for a pair of winter style shoes that don't look like winter style shoes, you might want to give these a shot, you know, because just walking around here, I can feel that they are, I don't know how, but I don't know what all exactly this is made of. Like I said, this leather on the dark gray and the lime green here, and then the rest of the upper, they're feeling pretty well insulated. I mean, my feet were getting a little warmer, so if, you know, you're trying to have something that you can just wear in all weather, maybe this isn't for you. But if you live in those colder areas, this is definitely worth trying out. And as far as the comfort, if you're used to any other Air Max, I'd say it's pretty much similar. So that is something that some people have their own thoughts on like as far as like 1s or 90s or 95s or pluses or 97s, whatever, you know, like everybody has their own take on it. But I personally think that of the models of Air Max that I've worn, which is most of them, no 95s though, you can't really go wrong with any of them. maybe those 720s. I'm not so big on those, or the 270s. The 270s, I wish they were as comfortable as they look cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, the cool factor is up there. The comfort factor is alright. Anyways, so yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about these. Like I said, true to size fit, super comfortable. I'm feeling like these are going to be really nice when the winter rolls around. I don't think I'm not going to be dealing with any like crazy temperatures. I'm going to be in Virginia, right? Like the Virginia Beach, Hampton, Norfolk area. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious over there. It really isn't. But I like these, and I'm probably going to order that other pair. I mean, maybe not right now, but I'm going to keep my eye on them to make sure they don't go out of stock. Anyway, so that's it for me. I hope the videos I played through enough for you to kind of get an idea of what they look like. And yeah, so also, if you missed it earlier, there is 3M on these, so that's a pretty nice touch. I mean, it was expected, but you know, these laces, I didn't really cover that in the initial part. But the laces, they kind of feel almost like the, what was that? Like the static laces, like the Easy static laces, because they got those little 3M bits in there. So yeah, definitely something worth considering. So that's going to be it for me. I might have another video soon. I don't know. I have to see, because I ordered stuff, but I feel like I don't know if it's shipped yet or whatever. So, well, I'll deal with that later though. For now, I'm going to wrap this up so I can edit and upload and all that good stuff, so that way you guys can watch it. Alright, thanks again for watching all this stuff and listening to me talk. If you listen to the whole video, I do appreciate those of you who do that. But that being said, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Thanks again for inviting me into your home or your car, your workplace, your bathroom, wherever you are when you watch these things. And I'll be back soon, hopefully. And until then, I guess I'll probably be watching a lot of you guys' videos, because it's one of those mutual respect things. Alright, later people.